Shalom, this is Apostle Ricard. I say all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. All praises to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. This is just going to be a real quick impromptu. And the title I got for this video right here is Degeneracy is at an all-time high. Degeneracy is on an all-time high. Okay? You see what I mean? Because, like, you know me, man, I look at the YouTube, man. I be on YouTube just watching all kind of videos, and especially, I mean, mostly, predominantly amongst Jake, big time. But not even just Jake, amongst everybody, okay? I mean, the 2/3, of course, but even some of these Edomites and some of these other people, man, okay? Like, you got all kind of madness, all kind of crazy banter and crazy rhetoric all over the daggone internet. All kind of rhetoric. Everybody could just get up online and say whatever crazy shit is on their mind. You know, freedom of speech, right? And you got the social media here. Now we use it to push out the word, which is a righteous thing, right? We pushing out the word. The Lord really created this internet for us. Apostle Tahar always used to say that. But the unfortunate part of it, the pendulum, the two-edged sword, is the fact that, yeah, these other degenerates and lame brains out here, they have access to it too. So what do? Some people use it as a platform to make money, and you know what? That's fine. You know, if you're not in the truth anyway, you know, if you're not a man of the Lord, or if you're an Edomite or another nation, so what? That's smart. Hey, if I was in the world, I probably would be doing the same thing if I wasn't in the truth. No, if I wasn't in the truth, and I was just some regular Jake out there, okay, fuck it, I'd be going for it. I said, fuck it, I'd set up a platform, I'd be getting money too. Why not? It's a hustle. So there's nothing wrong per se with what they're doing, but the only problem with where the problem comes in is when they get up there and they're making money with the internet. They got a platform, all these podcasts and platforms and all this other stuff, and they're pushing out false information. You know, they're what they're doing is causing people to be degenerate. So that's where it's wicked. That's where it's wicked. Okay, that's when the wickedness of it comes in. Okay, lying to people, feeding out false information. Now, if you like, okay, case in point, like these red pill guys, what they doing, I don't have a problem with what they're doing. I applaud what they're doing. I watch the guys in the red pill community, starting with Kevin Samuels and, you know, even that Cooley. I used to watch his shit until he started coming against us. See, so now that's when the pride is kicking in. Even the other one, Anton Daniels. I haven't seen his videos in a while. I haven't seen him upload no videos in a while. But these guys, their talking points and things they say, I agree fully with it, but they got it from us any damn way, right? And what they're doing, there is a positive to it because it is causing Jake to wake up and see that these women ain't shit. Primarily these black women, but the degeneracy is at an all-time high. I'm gonna quote two quick scriptures. I'm gonna start with Jeremiah 2:21. We've been bringing that scripture out a lot lately, but that's all right. We're gonna keep it in your face like a jab. Okay, how then art thou turned into a degenerate plant of the strange vine unto me, saith the Lord. The Lord said that. Jake is totally gone, especially the so-called black woman. She got to come up and coming for her, man. The Lord is about to really soon, because the so-called black woman is totally out of order. I mean, way out of order. These black women are nothing but fucking, what's the word? I said it earlier, but I forgot. I hate that, man. When a particular word or something is in your head, I mean, of course, maniacs, okay, psychopaths, sociopath, okay. We already used the word degenerate, but I want to think of that word. It was in my head earlier, okay. Delusional, okay, sociopathic, all right. They're lunatics, okay, lunatics, okay. All of the above, okay. Lunatics, man, complete lunatics. Okay, that sums up the black woman in one nutshell, in one burrito. You know what I mean? That's it. So that's why I read, because case in point, that's the thing all over the internet now. I don't know exactly when. I don't know if that's recently. It has to be recently, because I've seen a bunch of videos on that. But sometimes I'll be late. It could have been something from last year, or it could have been something from a few months ago. That black woman, she went down to the DR, Dominican Republic, and she didn't go alone. She went, I guess, with a couple of friends, because this one dude did a video. He looked like he's a fucking mo too, a Jake. He was on a trip with all these other women. He was with them, but it was a couple of other black women and the one black chick that got arrested. Oh yeah, she got arrested. And I guess he was there too. And she went down there to the DR, and I guess they was down there by the beach, by the water. And they got all kind of little stuff. I guess there was like a dude, he had like a little float. He had like a little hovering thing in the water, one of them little things. Not a boat, but like a little hover, like some type of little thing that hovers in the water. And I guess he was selling drinks, like basically like a little floating bar type thing. It was like a big yellow looking thing, I believe. Some Dominican guy, one of the guys, the tourists come. Everybody like to go to the DR, so the people down there, they have nice little kind of little shit set up for the tourists. So I guess he was selling like some pineapple type drinks. He had like pineapples, I guess, and slice them up. And I don't know what type of liquor he was serving, whatever. And he was making like little drinks with pineapple on it. Some little pineapple type, alcohol beverages. And he was selling it to the people, people on the beach. He was selling it. So, hey, you want some drinks, exotic drinks? So, okay, this particular black woman, I guess her and her friends, okay, she went and she brought a drink from the dude, right? She brought one of the drinks, right? Apparently she wanted to try one of the drinks. Everything was all right up until that point. She brought the drink. She gave the guy some money. And then I guess he didn't give her no change back because they explained that down there, the money system is different. It's funny. You got to know it. Basically, whatever, I don't know how much money she gave him, right? But she gave him a certain amount of money and she expected change. That sure as an ignorant black bitch. And she expected some change back. And he didn't give her no change back. He looked at her like, what? Because he knew, look, here, this is how much it costs. The money system is different. You go to the DR, okay? Canada, I remember years ago, we went up to Canada and the money system is different. Now, up there in Canada, when we went, they do accept American currency. They accept, like, if you don't want to change the money over, you don't have to, because in Canada, I believe most places accept American dollar bills. But some places don't. You got to change the money over. But the money system is if you're not from that country, somebody got to really explain it to you. It's hard because you can get confused. You could, like I said, you could rip yourself off because you could spend money on something and not realizing how much money you're spending. You know what I mean? Jamaica, you go to Jamaica, the money system is different. Now I don't know. I would have to call and ask Bishop Tazaiwan. I don't know if Jamaica accepts American currency. I don't think so. I think you got to change the money over some of them little Caribbean islands. I don't know. I think some might, some don't. Anyways, in the DR, Puerto Rico, I'm not sure about Puerto Rico. Because Puerto Rico it's not a state, but it's a commonwealth. So you don't need a passport to go to Puerto Rico. So pretty much Puerto Rico is almost like a semi-state of the United States. Not officially, but you don't need a passport to go to Puerto Rico. You know what I mean? So over there, I don't know. I don't know if they just use American money or they do have their own money, but I believe they do accept American money if you go to Puerto Rico, them islands, But she went down there, she gave the dude money, and he didn't give her no change back. So instead of just calmly saying, excuse me, sir, I gave you such and such, and you, I don't get no change back, like a normal, regular human being. like a woman, like a so-called, like these black women like to say they classy queens, right? That's all that transaction had to go. She could have asked the man, I'm pretty sure he spoke some English, and then have him explain, oh, no, because this is how the money system works. You gave me such and such, and this costs such and such. So really, that's how much it costs. This, what you gave me, that's how much everything costs. And I'm assuming, I think she brought some drinks for her friends too, or whatever. But no, she just already went from 0 to 1,000. She just snapped and started acting like a silverback ape. I saw the video today. And I think she jumped on the man, the little hovering, the little floating thing that he had, his little bar. She jumped on it and started going crazy, grabbing his shit, throwing it in the water. I mean, she was acting like a silverback ape in the jungle, going crazy. Then she jumped in, and then she tried to attack the guy. She pushed him into the water. She threw all his liquor in the ocean, threw all his pineapples, vandalized his little stand. Then she jumped in the water and basically was trying to attack him. Yeah, she was using all kind of profanity. I mean, acting like a complete, like I said, a silverback fucking ape. But this is a queen. This is a black queen. So then, I guess apparently, see, but that's the thing. I saw a video somebody did earlier on that. That's another country. The DR is another country. That's not like Puerto Rico. And in Puerto Rico, they'll fuck you up for that. Man, them Puerto Rican cops, Puerto Rico's a rough place. But the DR, that is not like going to Puerto Rico, or it's not like going to, Hawaii. Hawaii's, like them places that's pretty much just like the United States. Okay, they'll tolerate degenerate shit probably. If you go to Hawaii, they'll tolerate degenerate behavior because that's a state. In America, that behavior is tolerated in America. You know what I mean? In Canada, I tell you what, up in Canada, they wouldn't tolerate. Then them cops up in Canada don't play. They don't play. In Canada, you'll get arrested for spitting on the sidewalk if a cop see you. Yeah. See, certain places, that's another country though. But the DR, apparently they do not play. That's a foreign country. That is a foreign country. And down there, they go by different rules, different magnitude of different. It's another word I'm looking for, man. They go by a whole different way of doing things. Them Dominicans, they're strict. They don't play that down there. They know that type of behavior is not tolerated down there, especially from a foreigner, especially from a black woman. So these Dominicans, they're looking at this black bitch acting like a fucking wild silverback ape, destroying property, attacking. See, because she's from the hood, she's from America, and over here that's tolerated. Over here, these black niggas, they can act like complete monsters, destroy shit, rob, steal, kill, and they might get arrested. And then even when the cops come, they try to fight the cops, act stupid with the cops, and then they go to jail maybe for a day or so, or just a couple of hours, or they'll go to jail for a little while. They come out, or whatever, the judge, these liberal West homo judges, they just give them slaps on the wrists, and then they go do it again. You know what I mean? See, that's the way of America. That's why these niggas over here are so out of control, because they're allowed to get away with shit. The white man allowed them to get away with shit. But them other countries, man, they ain't having it. So apparently, the bitch down in the DR, she did what she did, and then the cops came. Of course, the cops came, and guess what? They arrested her ass. They locked her right the fuck up. Oh yeah, I was so happy. I said, yeah, she didn't get away with it. And I knew it, because that's a foreign country. Different systems applied on her. They don't tolerate that degenerate American shit over there. The cops came, they snatched her ass up, and she's still locked up now. Because I saw the video that the dude that was with him, He said he tried to tell her no, please, but she just didn't care. That's the black woman. She don't care. She just goes upon her psychotic. Yeah, psychotic. That's another word to describe the black woman. That's the word I was looking for. Psychotic behavior, right? And her emotions, how she feel, what she want to do. So the cops came, they grabbed her fucking black ass up, and they threw her in jail. And even the dude that was with them, he said, yeah, man. He looked all distraught. He's like, no, man, look, I'm not condoning what she did at all. He said he was trying to get her to calm down. He was trying to tell her, look, man, don't do that. Like he seemed like he kind of had a little sense. He was like, nah, baby, yo, you can't do that, man. Yo, this ain't America, man. This ain't America, man. It's a foreign country. They'll lock you up. And of course, the Dominican cops came and they grabbed her ass. They locked her up. And he says she's still in jail now, sitting in jail in the Dominican Republic. And remember, that's not American jail, that's a foreign jail. So her black ass is sitting up in a Dominican jail around them crazy Dominican criminals. I'm pretty sure she's not having a good time. But guess what? I bet you she's thinking about it now. Them demons left her. See, reality is a way to take demons off people. She's sitting up in a fucking Dominican cell with them roughhouse Dominican chicks or wherever they got her locked up. And they're not going to release her. They don't have to. She fucked up in their country. He said it. He said, no. He said, we can't even, she don't have no bond. See, them other countries is different. These motherfuckers over here, Jake Dusha, yo, what's my bond? Now, she has no bond. The dude that was with them said it. She got to sit there. They're going to have to get in touch with the American embassy or something like that. And she said somebody from America, like some type of officials or whatever, they're going to have to travel. So they got to go through all this red tape and paperwork to see if they can get her out. She committed a crime. So by rights, the Dominican government, they have a right to detain her. Okay? See, little shit, nah. In these foreign countries, you do something small, to them it's big. Remember the other black woman that went over to Dubai, and she went ballistic, psychotic in the nail salon, started going crazy, trying to break shit, and the cop, boom, they locked her black ass up for a while. And she was over there crying. I think eventually she got out, but no, they held her for a while. They said, no, fuck that, we ain't letting her go. I think she did some time. Remember the other black bitch, the basketball player bitch from Russia? Now, no, she ain't from Russia. She went over to Russia with some damn weed on her. Russia, they don't play. Remember they locked her up for they had her locked up for a minute and Putin was like, fuck that. Now we ain't, see, in America, y'all could do whatever the fuck y'all want over here. You see what I'm saying? So these motherfuckers, man, especially Jake, these black women, they thinking they could be like Jake, the passport sisters. They want to, all of a sudden, because the black woman is just a psycho, man. Because Jake is traveling, the passport bros, that shit, we could travel to, just to be a demon, just to, like little kids, little spoiled kids. Fuck that, I'm going to travel too. See, but the black woman didn't get the memo. She didn't get the memo, man, that when you go abroad, you can't be the black woman over there. You can't be Keisha and Big Shirley over there. Meaning, the Keisha and Big Shirley ratchet behavior, you can't even tweak. There was another video I saw, some Arab country or whatever, a black or Big Shirley, she went over there. It might have been Dubai, and she was, they're tweaking, shaking their ass, and the cops grabbed her. See, so these black women are finding out. That's what I told you. The black woman is just Satan. She need to stay her ass right here, because going overseas, she gonna get in trouble. And then because they think that they get that ratchet shit from here in America, they think they can pop that on other countries, and you can't. It's gonna get to a point, man, the whole world is sick and tired of this fucking black bitch. They tired of niggas too, Jake. You see what I mean? So what's gonna start happening? I'm gonna bring out this scripture, man, and I'm gonna end it. Hosea 4:6, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. So the Lord is, the 2/3 of Israel is going to be rejected. You see what they do? The Lord is using the white man to already get the northern kingdom. You see, and Trump is still snatching motherfuckers up and deporting them. So the northern kingdom is getting theirs too. Down there to, El Salvador. That pretty much, that's a concentration camp. So that right there, that's the trial run. Man, they got them dudes stacked up like sardines in there. That is a concentration camp. That's not a prison. That's actually a concentration camp. And we've been telling you about them concentration camps. So guess what? You see that they already putting the northern kingdom in concentration camps. They're already doing it to the northern kingdom, and they still doing it. So guess what? You southern kingdom, y'all next. Because y'all out of control. The southern Pookie, Ray Ray, Big Shirley, Keisha, they're going to stack y'all in a similar place. As a matter of fact, they already talked about sending some of y'all down there to El Salvador. Yeah, they're talking about sending, Negroes, these career criminals, all these little niggas that keep, these black women and these niggas that keep shoplifting and running all kind of cons and scams and just acting like how that black woman in the DR was acting. They're going to snatch you up. It's coming. Hey, man, we've been telling y'all for the longest time. And Trump is just the guy to do it. That's Nero, man. He said it. He said he want to start locking up actual American citizens that are criminals and send them to El Salvador. And El Salvador is licking their chops. They're like, yeah, come on. The president of El Salvador, he's cool with Trump. So they say, yes, come on, Trump. Come on, Mr. President. Yeah, come on, send them. Vámonos. Fast, send them. Okay, we got a place for them. We'll take care of them. Or we'll take real good care of them. Imagine Big Shirley up in but no, it's going to happen. Pookie. And they're going to shave them dreadlocks off Pookie. Because them dudes, them Venezuelans and Mexicans that they deported, when they get them down there, yo, man, they have them, they're carting them like cattle, man. They're not even treating them like humans. They're carting them in like cattle. And they shaving their heads bald. So they're going to do that. They're going to send the nigga women down there. They're going to take them wigs and extensions out. They're going to shave Big Shirley and Keith, shave their head bald. Put them jumpsuits on them. Pookie and Ray Ray come, they're going to shave them dreads off them. So the Southern Kingdom, they're going to feel the itch too, man. But ultimately, that's why I quoted Hosea 4 and 6. The Lord is going to use Esau and these other nations to start killing you niggas. They're going to implement martial law. Things are about to change real fucking soon. The economy is through. The inflation is through the roof. Everything is going up. Okay? Everything is going up. My other brothers' bills, my own personal bills. My rent went up. Outside of my rent, I only got 2 bills, my light and my Wi-Fi. That shit went up. My truck insurance went up. And then when you ask him, well, why is it, he's like, hey, the economy, yeah. So everything is going up. And a lot of people are getting evicted from their, a lot of these women are finding themselves on the streets with their 7 kids. I saw another video today, one black woman, she was in a goddamn, right now, she's living in a hotel with her 7 kids and 1 on the way. And she got some Pookie, a nigga, laying up in there with her. He ain't the father of all them kids. He might be the father of the one she's pregnant with now. And they showed him, he laying up in the bed. 7 kids. These women are just, Esau programmed them to be baby making machines. And she was cooking some oodles and noodles in a microwave. I can't cook in there, but we're little microwavable food. That's like, wow, typical story. But this bitch got 7 kids already living in a hotel with some loser nigga. He ain't working, he laid up in the bed, and she cooking for the kids and him. Talking about she making all kind of little oodles and noodles and a little piece of chicken here and there. And I'm gonna feed my man, and he beats me down. Yeah, but there was other black women that did videos on her, and they were cursing her ass out. You got 7 kids already, but you gonna go and get pregnant again? Now it's 8. So altogether, she got 8 kids. So that's why the title of this video was Degeneracy, because I saw a lot of degenerate, it's getting worse and worse each day. Degeneracy is at an all-time high. That's why really Hosea 4 and 6 is really going to be, when Yahweh Shai actually brings judgment on these niggas, okay, it's really going to be a mercy kill. Zechariah 13 and 8, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. They got to go. The 2/3 got to go. They got to go, man. Because it's really going to be a mercy kill. It's like if you got gangrene and hey, I say on your foot, if it get too bad, the doctors tell you that it's too far gone. We can't save it. We're going to have to amputate your foot. You know what I mean? So these niggas got gangrene. The 2/3 of Israel, they got gangrene. So they got to be cut off, like Zechariah 13 and 8 says, man. All right? But with that, I hope the video was edifying, brothers. And I say shalom to you brothers of the hopeful elect, man. Till the next video, shalom.